coming up on the first pitch. And our pitcher in this game, Samantha Taylor. Chris, you don't have to dig too deep into the numbers to see how good she's been.
She's been nearly untouchable, kind of a silent assassin out there, just goes to work, and hitters look up. It's deep into the ball game, and they haven't been able to scratch anything off of her. So look for her to do the same thing today. Maybe go the distance, maybe hand it over to the bullpen at the end and try to get that W.
Freeman, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike one. Outside with a breaking ball. Late on that fast. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's Betts. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty.
Betts can claim something not many players can. He's won the World Series playing in the National League and the American League.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side here in the first.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff.
Back here at Coors Field. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Taylor back to work. And that's fouled off. Taylor, a former All-Star. She features a 2-seam fastball, a splitter, a changeup, a slurve, and she occasionally uses a curve.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today. And up to the plate is Will Smith.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That pitch in for a strike. It's 0-1.
It's 0-1.
And a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Number 6, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a ground ball. Shunk throws to first in time, and the Dodgers are set down. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. In there at the knees. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2016. The pitch. Good eye in that spot.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Goes down looking. Andy Pajas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Top of the 3rd, no score. That misses the zone. Going to count 1-2.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. And strike 2.
0-2.
Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side for the second. Back here in Denver, start of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Swings through that one for strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat, and the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone, and as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect the pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got her a punch out that time.
And Mookie takes.
That's the ball.
4th inning underway, no score. There's a strike to Mookie.
1-1.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 down, base is empty. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one out in front that time.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. His first at bat was a strikeout. Step off throw to first. Ohtani back in. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. Man at second. Just missed. Next offering, he's in for a strike.
1-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man on second, 2 down. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 2-2. Swing and a miss. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Taylor back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just 1 base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Now, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the second baseman. Grounded out his first time up. Foul ball. All there.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Edman, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Two outs. Got it! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Late on that fastball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. She's not afraid of contact. Some pitchers, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here. Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
In for a strike. It's 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Makes the grab, and there's 1 away. Miguel Rojas at the plate. Struggling on the road this season. Better results at home. Clips the corner. 0-1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Just missed.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. So the lineup flips over. Here's Freddie Freeman now. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a swing and a miss.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
And Freddie takes the K. Make it 6 shutout innings for her. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Just misses there.
Close pitch there, and she's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
And that's downstairs and outside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Up the middle, and she knocks it down. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Diego Castillo.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Samantha Taylor, the star of the show, getting ready to show. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill, Samantha Taylor. What do you have on her?
She's been a real quality starter for her club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up a release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against her in this one.
O'Neal Cruz leading things off and takes a strike. next offering is fouled back. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Sitting off speed there. Timing wasn't quite right on the fastball, even to try to late emergency hack and foul it off. But very quality pitch located. I like that little two-seam arm side run to the outside corner of the plate.
Swing and a up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. 2 outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds here. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
2 outs, base is empty. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Now, Spencer Horwitz. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. And that's in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
In there. And so now 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now batting Key Brian Hayes. To the right side, Shunk. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Joey Bart.
This is Joey Bart. Fly ball to right.
Got it.
No trouble here. Puts it away. For the out. And that is that. We'll move to the third. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Taylor back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Torres, multi-time All-Star, hitting 7th in today's lineup, and he was born in Venezuela. Goes down looking. Next is the designated hitter, Jack Sawinski. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Veen makes the grab. 2 down. Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
Just missing there. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And good work there as she gets a 1-2. Back here at PNC Park, bottom 4, here's O'Neal Cruz.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often, so got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Here is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, 0 for 1 so far. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
Boone, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
That's ball 3.
He was late there, strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. The Pirates hitless so far in the game. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt. Reynolds in the box now, no balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. And she strikes out the side. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Spencer Horwitz. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
You know, these Pirates just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point. And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Got him looking. That's her 9th strikeout so far.
Now a little bit of a questionable call on that fastball right there. It appeared to miss off the outside just a little bit according to the electronic strike zone, but that's the type of location where you kind of have to understand that it's close enough to where you don't want to put the fate of your at bat in the hands of the umpire. He did, and he got burned.
And a foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away. Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Taylor back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. And next is the designated hitter, Jack Sawinski. And it's fouled away. Sawinski in his 4th year, 26 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games.
Nice sequence right there, and the change of speeds off the fastball. Really good arm action. Sold it. Changeup just doesn't arrive.
Got him. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Cruz. In the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
Got close to the immaculate inning, and she just couldn't find the zone right there. When you think about it, 9 straight strikes, so tough to do.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
The other way, he's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back, taking a look at our game summary.
The center fielder, Cruz.
Fastball for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and she's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
And there's a ball.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and she got him. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. 0-1.
So far, she's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make her work in the zone a little more. Well, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And she adds another strikeout to the pile, 14 now. Reynolds at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one.
0-1.
Strike 2.
Felt hard in, soft away, and now he's in an 0-2 count. He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps.
Up the middle. Sends it to first, and they take care of Reynolds for the out. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. And the first. Offering a fastball for a strike. Taylor into her 8th inning of work. Singy, she's been good.
She's the type of pitcher that gets better as she gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to her, you get to her early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Hit in the air, right field. Under it. One down. And she's now just 5 outs away. She's got a real shot at this thing.
Yeah, Boog, she is rolling just in one of those grooves where she looks pretty unbeatable today.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Feel the changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Hit in the air, left field. Hilliard pulls it down, and that'll do it. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Taylor piled up the strikeouts over 8 shutout innings on the hill.
I loved what she was doing out there on the mound in this one, and you know the team was fired up to see her dealing out there, helping them get the win.
Just about set to go now, and towing the slab in this one, Samantha Taylor. Chris, her strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
She's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers in the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this pitcher or a pitcher like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of her own when it comes to that category.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. And a swing and a miss there. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
First strikeout for her in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when she's looking for a swing and miss like that. She throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. That clips the corner. That one's in there. And it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
2 down, bases empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my...
And there's the third out. That'll do it for the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one clips the corner. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That K's third of the game. Ian Happ up to hit.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
0-1.
Cubs made Ian Happ a first-round pick in 2015. He played at the University of Cincinnati as an infielder. Played a little bit of outfield, but a guy in 2022. What a year, Chris. Both an all-star and a gold glover. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
She's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate her a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just...
Back here in Denver, on to the 3rd inning. And here comes Dansby Swanson.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Taylor back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Taylor, in her rookie season, just 21 years old. And she was born in Canada. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for her in this one.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And a couple of quick outs.
The catcher, Carson.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. And that's in there at the knees.
First pitch strike right there. She's going to have to do that consistently if she's going to give any link to her skipper.
Strike 2.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still down 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Ground ball up the middle, Estrada. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Went down on strikes his first time through. There's a strike.
She's been very consistent with her command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a pitcher can repeat her delivery like this.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, she's had a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break her rhythm. Put the bat on the ball. Maybe try to bunt for a base hit. Get her off the mound. Move her around. Step out. Do something to interrupt her timing because she's coming right after him.
2 outs, base is empty. One check swing, appeal down to third. Nope, he held back. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. He goes down looking. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And we're back. And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
On the ground, right side. And it goes just foul. Tap softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Miller gets it to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
And Ian swings through it.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. 2 down, base is empty. And up next for Chicago, Michael Busch. Struck out swinging his first time. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. The Cubbies yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here at Coors Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Swanson digs in. Swing and a foul straight back.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
Bounced, and that got the pitcher. The throw is still in time. She keeps her composure, and they get the out. Catcher coming out to check on her. It looked like it got her on her back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for her in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how she looks. But to me, it appears she's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
Pete Crow. Armstrong getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up. Swings through that one.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Outside corner, got him looking.
Well, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly. That clips the corner. Kelly measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds. He joined the team as a free agent. On the ground, right side. Estrada in plenty of time to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. So she's perfect through 6. It's the Rockies 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Taylor back to work. Swings and misses. 4-1.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I'll tell you what, she's got a good one.
And a good eye there.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. To the right side, Farmer takes it himself, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, rolled over it, got the ground out.
Nathaniel Lowe, the next to hit, and a foul ball. Yeah, big swing and a miss. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Tucker up for the 3rd time here, watches that one miss. The Cubs still looking for their first hit in this one. And now it's even up.
She really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's down. That's the ball.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus.
On the ground to first, Farmer throws to first in time, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. The perfection continues. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Popped up. Estrada corrals it, and there's one down.
Still rolling to start the 8th, just 5 more outs to get.
So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
She's been so great today, really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that puts her just 1K away from 200 on the year. Now the 3rd baseman, Michael Bush. Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's her 200th strikeout of the season. So now 24 have been set down in order. 3 left to go for perfection. And welcome back to the ballpark. Dansby Swanson stands in. And all eyes on the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game.
Boog, I'll tell you right now, every player defensively on their toes like never before.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 1.
They want to make sure they have the opportunity to put this pitcher in the history books. They're going to make the play.
And that one fouled off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground, right side. Sends it to first. And the leadoff man retired here in the 9th. And now 2 outs away from history.
Well, I hope she gets this done. I mean, this is the kind of feat that can define a career. Hard not to root for her at this point.
Crow Armstrong in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. The Cubbies down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Fouled off to the right. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2.
Sets him down looking. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
They're down to their final strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Taylor is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss. Got him. A perfect ending to a perfect game. Taylor with an exceedingly rare achievement in this one. A perfect game.
She was unreal out there, Boog. A perfect game is about as rare as it gets in this sport, and she fought through the whole ball game to earn it. Congratulations to her.
Samantha Taylor. Fresh off a no-hitter last time out. Let's see what she'll do for an encore. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Samantha Taylor.
She brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season. And when you consider the amount of swings and misses that she gets and the fact that she's not issuing free passes, that's going to make her more economical in her pitch count, allow her to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee. Swing and a miss. Cut on and miss, struck him out. One up, one down.
First strikeout for her in this one, and that splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when she's looking for a swing and miss like that. She throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Brett Wisely, the next Giant to hit. Just missed. Taylor, a former All-Star. She features a two-seam fastball, a splitter, a changeup, a slurve, and she occasionally... Oh, nice stop on a slide. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
And here is Matt Chapman, locked in right now. He's 5 for 7 in the series. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
She's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That's the strikeout for Chappie. Down 1-2-3. The Rockies coming up. We've got no score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Tyler Fitzgerald leading things off and takes a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Popped up. Estrada. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Mike Yastrzemski up here. 0 for 4 in the win last night. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Veen going back. Makes the catch up against the wall. That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Herrera Encarnacion. And first offering is fouled off.
Fell off to a great start. She's really cruising out there on the mound. She's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set her up to go deep into this game.
The pitch. On the ground to first, and it goes just foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Taylor back to work. And there's a ball. Bailey launched a homer in his most recent game. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
One strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now the first baseman, Sam Huff. Fought off foul. Top of the third, no score. Way out front for strike two.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
That one close, ruled the ball. Gonna count 1-2. Got him looking. She's notched 4 strikeouts now. Casey Schmidt getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Schmidt playing up the middle at short. 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. That one misses, and now it's even 1-1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. We're tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. That's in there, and it's 0-1. And there's a foul ball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Now there's a 3-pitch strikeout. She can do whatever she wants with the baseball right now.
Brett Wisely will hit next. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One out, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Matt Chapman. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Fastball for a strike.
She's just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And she strikes out. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And the pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
On the ground to the left, and a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Strikeout number 8.
Well, she's had a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break her rhythm. Put the bat on the ball. Maybe try to bunt for a base hit. Get her off the mound. Move her around. Step out. Do something to interrupt her timing because she's coming right after him.
Next offering misses, and the count is 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Good arm side run and sink on that pitch right there. Got inside on him and got him to bounce into that out.
Encarnacion batting for the second time, and that's strike one. That pitch gets the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3. Got him looking on the changeup. Go down quietly, and it remains 1-0. All set for the top of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ground ball right side. Farmer steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Sam Huff. That catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Huff, 27 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. In there at the knees, 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that K brings her into double digits for the game.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, she should be able to rack up some more before she's done in this one. And though not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what she's offering out there.
Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly.
No, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for her out there now. It's the Rockies 1. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Taylor back to work. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
She's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. She's been in attack mode since the very start.
Next to hit, Brett Wisely. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and she's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. He's got it. And there are 2 down. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, she'll give him a second to catch his breath before she's ready to deal the next pitch.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that extends the inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
Out to center. Sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. New pitcher in the game for the Rockies, John Schreiber.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got.
Samantha Taylor. On the mound today, having an outstanding season so far. Can she continue her stellar play? It's the Colorado Rockies. Back here at Dodger Stadium, showing the slab in today's game, Samantha Taylor.
She's been a real quality starter for her club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up a release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against her in this one.
In there at the knees for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
0-2.
1 out, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Kicks and fires. And Mookie takes.
That's the ball.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit.
1-2.
Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Homered last night, added another hit as well. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Now, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this because you have 2 of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
Slings to first, and the Dodgers are set. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2, and here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Hernandez went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
And now the rookie second baseman.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. That clips a corner. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 1-2 now. That one missed.
Kind of break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
In the air out to center. On the move. Tracks it down for the out. That's out number 2. Here's Kike Hernandez. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it across. And that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We played 2 full. We're tied. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Taylor back to work. Little chopper rolls foul.
You know, these Dodgers definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And a foul ball. Pajes getting the start in right in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was born in Cuba. Swinging a pop-up. Tovar. He makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And next for L.A., Hunter Fiducia. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. She's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as her stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. Back here in L.A., and here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Veen hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Here's Mookie now. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Out to short, Tovar. Fires across the diamond, and Betts is set down. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Scoreless here, but now she's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound. So 12 up, 12 down. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. Going on.
You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Farmer steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Here's the second baseman. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Kike Hernandez. Grounded out his first time up. There's a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of pitchers throw that these days, but I tell you what, she's got a good one.
The Dodgers still looking for their first hit in this one. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Farmer makes the play, and it's out number 3. Dodgers go down quietly, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Swings through that one for strike 1.
It's 0-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Got him swinging. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. And here is Andy Pajes. Flied out his first time. There's a strike.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there.
Really nice sequence right there, and the change of speeds off the fastball. Really good arm action. Sold it. Changeup just doesn't arrive.
And a swing and a miss. And she's up to 7 strikeouts in this one. And up next for Los Angeles, Hunter Fiducia. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. She's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
And a swing and a miss.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
All she's saying, who needs the defense? An immaculate inning. 3 strikeouts, 9.
Bottom of the 7th. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Taylor back to work. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 2 in this one. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And he went around. Ruled a swing. Turns and fires to Betts. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, she's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That one finds the corner, and that's strike 1. The Dodgers hitless so far in the game. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And she strikes out the side for the 4th. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 8th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. And fouled off.
When a pitcher's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into her pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what she's offering that day.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him! Now it doesn't strikeouts for her in this one.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Number 6 swings through it for strike 1. Check swing, called strike. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's a baker's dozen strikeouts for her in the game. And Kike Hernandez at the plate. And that's in the dirt.
She's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, she hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
And 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. And it gets through for a hit. Their first rest of the ball game. Here's Bud Black towards the mound. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, John Schreiber.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close.
Samantha Taylor, fresh off a standout pitching performance, can she put together another excellent outing today? It's the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And we're back. And on the hill in this one, Samantha Taylor. Chris, you don't have to dig too deep into the numbers to see how good she's been.
She's been nearly untouchable, kind of a silent assassin out there, just goes to work, and hitters look up. It's deep into the ball game, and they haven't been able to scratch anything off of her. So look for her to do the same thing today. Maybe go the distance, maybe hand it over to the bullpen at the end and try to get that W.
The Rockies with a chance to play spoiler in this ball game. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Yeah, once a team's already eliminated, it can be a challenge to stay motivated and engaged. Spite is one way to do that, I guess.
And the 0-2. He goes down looking. Now the number 2 hitter, Alex Call.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball there. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 outs, base is empty. Manny Machado, the next up for the Padres. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Just missed.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
That one fouled off.
She's mixing her pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if she can elevate one. I think if she does, she'll get the swing and miss.
2 down, nobody on. Got him looking for the strikeout. And she strikes out the side here in the first. Back here in San Diego. And now here is Jackson Merrill. Taylor back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Goes down looking.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the pitcher credit on the mound, though. She went right after it.
Now the catcher up to hit, Yohel Pozo.
1-0.
Pitch out, but no action. Late on that fastball.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a swing and a miss.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound. Next for the Padres, Connor Joe. And a foul ball. Joe matched a homer in his last game. 2 outs. Swings through that.
No ball. 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game. Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Hayward.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Hayward, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner in the 8th spot in today's lineup. A former first-round pick back in 2007. Slings it across. 1 up, 1 down. So here's the Padres DH, Eggy Rosario.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
No ball. 1 strike.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. She's looking very much on her game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so she's got a good pace going, no doubt.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see her asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears she's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Bogart swings through that one.
1-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 out, space is empty. Swings and misses, and she's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Petco Park, bottom of the 4th, stepping in for San Diego, Alex Call. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, these Padres just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
The 0-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's her 9th strikeout so far. Here's Manny Machado. Went down on strikes his first time through. That catches the corner.
She's been very consistent with her command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a pitcher can repeat her delivery like this.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes.
And now 1-2.
Close pitch there, and she's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect her to add on to that total. And you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, she's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Merrill in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that one fouled off. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the Rockies 1 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Taylor back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Popped up left side. Tovar under it. Squeezes it. And there's 1 down. Yohel Pozo, the next up for the Padres. Just missed.
She's been going after these hitters consistently, and as a result, she's been able to keep her pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
That one at the knees for a strike.
1 strike.
The Rockies leading by a run, last half of inning number 5. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him. And she's up to 12 strikeouts on the day.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. She set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Joe in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Inside, just missed. On the ground, Estrada tosses to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Jason Hayward. And that misses. 1-0.
You know, these Padres, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good job to fight that one off. inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
The Padres down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Struck him out looking. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boo. Feeling really good about what she's working with, and that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And she strikes out the set for the last half of the 7th. And the batter now, Alex Call. Ground ball to the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him looking. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Padres go down. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. John Schreiber.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact.